Hello Starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. We're bringing a little bit of glamour to everyday life. If you want to join my Starlet squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Today I'm talking about drugstore lip glosses. I don't have a huge number of drugstore lip glosses. I'm actually not even a lip gloss fan. I used to wear lip glosses all the time, and looking back on it, I hated them, but I feel like that's just what everybody was wearing, so that's what I did. Kids, be an individual. And don't just follow the pack, because you end up spending your life wearing lip glosses and lip products that you actually hate because they're trendy. Don't do it. Stay in school and don't wear lip products you hate just because everyone else is doing it. If you learn anything from me, it should be that. So if you're not familiar with how my makeup collection reviews work, basically I take a type of makeup product, in this case drugstore lip glosses. I try a different one each day until I run out of them, and I basically film myself applying them and give you a first impression, and then I film a little bit later in the day to give you an update to see kind of how it wore and how I feel about it at the end of the day. If you stay tuned to the end of the video, I will give you my A-list and D-list products. But if you want to see my drugstore lip gloss collection and which ones worked and which ones didn't, then just keep watching. Okay, so today is a drugstore lip gloss day. This one that I'm trying is the RIMMEL Stay Glossy up to 6 Hour Shine Lip Gloss. And this is in the shade Non-Stop Glamour. Hello. The only thing is it's a very pale shade, and I'm gonna wear the lip glosses by themselves just to kind of see how they last on their own. So because it's so pale, I don't know how well it's gonna show up for you to see. I just couldn't resist the name of these though, and there wasn't a huge shade range either, so there's that to consider. It's got a doe foot applicator. It feels nice, soft. It's got shimmer, very pale on me. It kind of washes me out a little bit because it's so pale. This would normally be like a layering shade, like if I wanted to add some iridescence or something, or if something was just too bright maybe. On its own, I probably wouldn't normally wear it just by itself. For you, for the sake of the test, I'm gonna wear this all day. I'm gonna kind of blot it a little bit, get the excess off. It doesn't feel super sticky. Yeah, it feels a little sticky, a little tacky. It says 6 hour wear. I'll just see. I'll have to update you guys a little bit later in the day. We'll see how this lasts, how it looks, and we'll go from there. Okay, so lip gloss update. Pretty faded. I could see a little bit of shimmer on my lips. I don't know, a few hours, but then like literally a meal and it was just completely gone. It felt sticky for a while, which is kind of how I knew it was still there, but I don't really like that sticky feeling, so I wasn't really crazy about it, and now it's pretty much gone. It might be interesting to try it with maybe a slightly darker color, but it didn't really come in like dark colors, so it obviously would be more of a lipstick topper, but it didn't feel like it lasted very long, and I don't like that really sticky feeling, so we'll see how the rest of them go. But for right now, I love the name, but I don't think it's gonna be my regular lip gloss. Okay, so today's lip gloss is the Pixi by Petra LipLift Max, and this is in the shade Honey Sheen. It's supposed to be like a lip plumper, I think. This was sent to me, so I don't know too much about it. I think the color's gonna be a little sheer, a little pale, but again, this is what was sent to me. I've never worn this before, but it has a very weird minty smell to it. Almost like a dentist's office minty, like toothpastey minty. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, this is way too pale for me. It's a little sticky, not too bad. I'm not crazy about the smell though, but I guess the mintiness is supposed to plump. It does kind of come off on the back of your hand, but I mean, it does have a nice sort of iridescence to it, like a little bit of a shimmer. So it's gonna make your lips look fuller. It doesn't really claim to be long lasting, so I don't really have too much hope for it, but I just thought, you know, I have it, I'll throw it in. We'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day. I'll update you a little bit later. Okay, so lip gloss update. It's gone. Sensing a pattern. This was pretty much gone pretty soon after I put it on. It didn't last long at all, and the mintiness lasted not a really long time, but longer than I was comfortable, because I just didn't like that minty taste. It didn't work for me. So it was a pale color, it didn't last very long, although it's not really designed for that. I didn't really notice a whole lot of plumping. My lips do feel really dry now. Granted, it's colder outside, so that could have had something to do with it, but I don't know, I'm not really a fan of this one. Okay, so today's lip gloss that I'm testing, and I'm not really wearing much other makeup today because it's kind of a casual day, so this bright red is gonna look a little crazy, but we'll see. This is actually the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss. I believe I have tried this before. I had one like ages ago. I was never really in love with it, but I feel like maybe as a comparison, I might like it more than other glosses. I don't know. I'm giving it a try. This is actually in the shade Rebel Red. Okay. I like the pigment for a gloss. Like, it's not like heavily pigmented, but for a gloss, it's pretty pigmented. It's a darker color than what I've been trying with the others, so it's not necessarily an even comparison, but hopefully you'll be able to see if it really lasts. I'm gonna blot. All right, a lot of it comes off on my hand, but again, it is still just a gloss, but this is a lot more subtle color for like every day. But we're gonna give this a try, test it out. I will check back hopefully in 8 hours and we'll see how it lasts. Hey guys, lip gloss update. It has not been 8 hours, I'm just gonna tell you. But I wanted to give you a little bit of an update anyway because it's kind of faded and it's been 3 hours, 2.5. I think it's been 2.5 hours. I did have lunch in that time and I've kind of been running around. My lunch was a little messy. I've been running around doing other things all day, so it did kind of catch on my chin there, but I don't really have much other makeup on, so my chin is kind of a little shiny anyway. It felt a little sticky. I think I'm not used to wearing gloss, so that could be a factor. It wasn't super sticky though, not uncomfortable. I think I'm just not used to wearing glosses. Lasted longer than any others. I did really like the shade for how long it lasted. There's still a faint hint of color, so it's just kind of giving my lips just like a slight tone, so it's not completely gone, but I just wanted to give you guys the update early. I just figured, because I mean, it's not gonna get better. I mean, it's definitely the best that I've tried so far. I did notice at one point during the day, like about an hour or so after I tried it, it was getting a little like kind of clumpy in the corners. Not excessive, and probably if it was a lighter color it wouldn't have even been noticeable. I just think because it was darker, I kind of noticed it a little bit. So I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible. It's not bad. Not 8 hours. They could call it 2 hours maybe. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so today's lip gloss is going to be the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. I actually have this in a few different shades, but I'm actually going to use the shade Apple Crisp because it's a brighter red color and I want to really see how well it lasts. I have used this before because everybody raves about these. I haven't really been that crazy about them, but I'm going to include them. They smell amazing. The NYX lip glosses, they smell amazing. They're very pigmented, but when they apply very sticky, at least I find. I mean, for a lip gloss, that's some serious pigment. They're not super sticky. I mean, I can feel it on my lips, but my lips don't feel like sticky. It feels a little heavy for me on my lips. My blot, a lot comes off in your hand. I mean, they're not transfer proof, but the pigment still stays pretty intense. In my experience, they just don't last very long. I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, let you know how it goes. I have not had this lip gloss on for very long, but I have to take it off. It's driving me crazy. It feels heavy, not sticky so much, but like I've had lipstick on my teeth like all day. I don't have it on right now because I just had water. It's like all over my water bottle and I have to give my husband a kiss and it's gonna get all over him, so I have to take this off. The pigment actually, while it does fade, it lasts a long time, so I will give it that. I cannot stand the feeling of this. It is so heavy. It transfers like crazy. How it stays so pigmented and still transfers that much, I don't know. I like that it lasts, but I just can't handle it anymore, so I'm gonna have to take this off. So I want to give you guys an update on that. There's a lot of positives to this lip gloss. Smells great, pigmented, lasts a long time, but the downfalls of it being so messy and getting all over everything, for me, kind of outweigh it. I think it's a personal choice, but I can't handle it. I can't. I'm not as glam right now as I normally am, but I had one more drugstore lip gloss, so I just thought, you know, I'm gonna throw it on and wear it the rest of the day. This is actually the NYX Butter Gloss, is the original, not the Intense. Yesterday was the Intense, this is the original. This one is in Cherry Pie. It's the red color. I have a few shades, but I figured the brightest one makes the most sense. These do smell nice too. Not very pigmented, but you know, that's not what they're designed for. If you want pigmented, you'd go with the Intense. Not really sticky. It does feel a little heavy. It is sticky when I just blotted it there, but a lot of it comes off in your hand. It's gonna transfer quite a bit, I have a feeling. I don't really know if today is really gonna be better than yesterday, but I'm gonna wear it today, update you, because it's the last one that I have, so let's see how it goes. Hey guys, so lip gloss update. I had a snack and it's pretty much gone. I wasn't in love with the way it felt on my lips, but I think if you're used to a gloss, it could actually be a nice formula. I'm not really a fan of like stuff that feels like a gloss. Okay, I prefer a balm, and it was like not as heavy as a lip gloss sometimes is, but like not as light as a lip balm, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. And I do think because it was less pigmented, it was less messy, but it did still get all over everything. If you really want to get used to something like that because you really want a glossy lip, maybe, but I'm just so used to the matte liquid lipsticks that it's a little bit too much of an adjustment for me. And those are my drugstore lip glosses, and I have to admit, I don't know if I'm gonna wear any of them again. I really wasn't in love with any of them, but I do have to say, if I did have to pick an A-list, I think I liked the L'Oreal Infallible 8 Hour Pro Gloss the best. I did really like the color. I like the way it felt more than any of the others. It does not last 8 hours, let me tell you, but I mean, unless you can go 8 hours without eating, maybe, but I can't go 8 hours without eating, so that's not gonna happen. I don't know if I'll wear this again. I don't know if this is gonna become a favorite. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and get other colors, but of all the ones I tested, this is probably my favorite. As far as D-lists, I mean, most of them I didn't like. I have to admit, I had to get the NYX Intense Butter Gloss off my lips just because I just did not like the feeling of it. And I know people rave about this. I do like a lot of NYX products. They're very affordable. The pigment was amazing. I did really like the color, but oh my God, it just felt so heavy on my lips. Not incredibly sticky. Like, I get why people like this if you're trying to avoid a sticky formula, because it's not like it was like super sticky. It just felt heavy, and it was just getting all over everything. It was all over my teeth, it was all over my mug, it was all over my water bottle. It was just, I felt like it was just all over everything, and so it's just really messy. So I know a lot of people love this. If you're one of them and you love it, keep wearing it. But for me, and if you're not a gloss person but you want to try to be a gloss person, this is not the way to go. Just saying. So if you have a favorite drugstore or any other kind of lip gloss, then let me know. Leave it in the comment section below. I love to hear from you. I love your suggestions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. A while back, I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and makeup saved my life. And I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to join my Starlet squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels. They'll all be linked in the description box below, along with all of these lip glosses. They will also be linked in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.